Cyber's going to have that tool in his back pocket.
Purple Pikmin are one of the best options for Olimars to get. So, you know, I've heard the optimal lineup for Pikmin, or for Olimar rather, would be 2 purple Pikmin and a red, you know, for that damage and those hard-hitting power. So if Cyber knows how to play with his Pikmin and just get the right combos and the right setups at the right time, I could definitely see it doing some work.
Yeah, but say goodbye to the first 2 Pikmin right there.
Exactly. I mean, hey, get rid of the ones he doesn't need for that purple.
True. Oh,
the other issue is that Neutral B is actually going to kill all Pikmin attached to Zelda, so that's another like massive source of damage that Cyber's going to have to work around.
Yeah, and Smash Attacks are... Pikmin Smash Attacks are reflectable, are they not?
Yes.
Which means that if Cyber does not pay a lot of attention, it's going to be a world of hurt. We can see that because StanLoona has sent out so many neutral specials. Just getting rid of those Pikmin, it's very preemptive. Yeah, we just saw it with the purple Pikmin right there.
Oh, no punish on that up B. Yeah, it looks like both players are just trying to like find a way to weave in their strong attacks, and finally StanLoona gets the lightning kick and then goes right back to shooting out knights. Catches the jump from ledge, I think, and that was a stock at like 80%.
That up air is super strong, just barely missing out on the whistle armor was Cyber, so valiant attempt, but StanLoona claiming stock 1.
Yeah, an incredibly light character, so makes sense that Zelda would be able to dish it out. And again, yeah, that's kind of what the name of the game is, looking for the strong moves, just zoning back and forth, throwing out Neru's Love every once in a while because they don't want to get, because StanLoona doesn't want to get hit by those Pikmin. So it's a very patient game for these two.
Yeah, Cyber just, he did a good job of like matching StanLoona percent for percent in the mid-range camp game, but the problem is the stock. Like, Olimar is a character that does not really have great range. You typically think of him killing with a grab with blue Pikmin, or just like an aerial with purple Pikmin, but he hasn't really gotten close enough to do that yet.
And he actually did wait for like one of StanLoona's Neru's Love, but didn't punish it for some reason. I think that was a free out smash. But here we go. Cyber really needs to find a way through this wall that is Zelda and her knight.
Yeah, StanLoona making it so difficult to close that barrier. I mean, you can see it right there. It's just the reflected smash attack as well. StanLoona is giving no inches, not letting anything get in the way, secures that stock with an up air, and it's rough right now for Cyber.
Second verse, same as the first. Again, calling out a jump from edge with the up air. We have to see that habit change a little bit here, as right now StanLoona is doing a great job of setting up Cypher and then knocking him right down.
Yeah, this knight is putting in tons of work right now tonight. Like, what is Olimar supposed to do with from all these projectiles? Neru's Love, then fire, and then just a random up Bs and forward smashes.
What are you supposed to do when the homies stop fighting for you?
Oh.
You get sniped, that's what happens. Din's fire, destroying that last stock. StanLoona destroying Cyber that in game 1. And this is so difficult, because what is Cyber supposed to do?
It turns out that a character with a good reflector is very good against another character whose every single move is a projectile. The more you know.
Yeah.
I mean, when you compare this to the Spaceys, who have those reflectors that just bounce something off of you, Zelda's reflector does damage, so it not only reflects a Pikmin, it outright kills them. So Cyber is just throwing his tools, and they're just getting slaughtered in mass. So he has to keep pulling Pikmin and re-rotating his order, and just throwing them in vain, because if Zelda has that Knight up, it's impossible for Cyber to approach. So just Knight comes out, any Pikmin that latch on are reflected, and it's just nothing Cyber can do. This is such a crazy barrier that StanLoona has put in front of themselves to make it so difficult for Cyber to even play the game.
What I'd like to see him do is be a little bit less predictable with what he's using his Pikmin for. We saw a bunch of different times that he was in he basically would jump in with a a purple Pikmin with his back facing Zelda. Basically, you know he's trying for a back air to get the kill. That's all well and good, but everybody knows that. Like, everybody and their mother knows that if you have a purple Pikmin or jumping at somebody, you're trying to get the back air or the forward air. So why didn't you do that with a red Pikmin or a yellow Pikmin? You got to go ahead and mix up your options. Use Pikmin in a suboptimal fashion to try to open up your opponent's defenses every now and then. Otherwise, you're just going to get red to infinity.
Yeah. It almost looks like it's not even worth throwing Pikmin, because they always just get knocked off as soon as they latch onto Zelda, or they die. Good job going low, avoiding that didn't fire, but here we go with the ledge trap.
Yeah, dropping shield to the forward smash. Very difficult stuff for Cyber. Right now the percentages are a little bit even, but it's just a game of my Pikmin are running out, I'm not sure what to do, and there's a grab. I want to see more grabs from Cyber, because those grabs are a great way to mix up how you're kind of approaching Zelda, and I think it's, if, you know, Cyber mixes up those grabs a little bit here and there, it could make all the difference.
And it looks like Cyber's missing a few of these key punishes that StanLoona is doing on shield like that. I think that was an up smash, but that was a neutral air on but still punish. Almost gets their shield broken.
Yeah, awfully close, and it's the upbeat kill. Furor's Wind comes out nice and strong, putting Cyber in their place. And that's one stock down. Can StanLoona take two more?
I do like these up Bs. They seem to be like almost random, but in reality, he's just using it to like seize space. Whenever we see Cyber get too comfortable with his camp game, like at half stage or center stage, all of a sudden just an up B just messes up any kind of planning or any attempts to pull Pikmin. Just applying more pressure.
Yeah, and that's also because up B is unreactable online. It's frame 6 to start, so you cannot physically react to it in time. So if StanLoona brings it out, it's so difficult. And actually right now, from Cyber, we see the near perfect lineup. We have 2 purples on board, and I want to see how they can use it. 2 purples are so massive.
Got the blue grab.
Blue.
That's very clutch. Cyber needed that.
Blue, of course, the blue Pikmin increases that grab power, makes it so throws are much more deadly, and so 2 purples still on board. 3 purples actually. The triple. I think this might be the first time I've ever seen a triple purple lineup.
That's a stable right there.
Look at their flowers. They're so happy to be there.
Oh, there's the 2 purple and red, like you were saying earlier. Never mind. Just 1 uppy, and that's going to be it.
They fought bravely.
Oh no, he held up.
Oh no, yeah.
Kill.
Died at the magic percentage. You should not. And yeah, the quick taunt from StanLoona, like, bro, if you're this far in the tournament, you gotta know your DI, because that was way too early to die.
Yeah, now Cyber's going to need to find a way to make this comeback yet again versus this wall that is Zelda.
It is pretty brutal, to say the least. I mean, you are doing so good for yourself, but throwing away a stock that early just because of that not being able to DI correctly is so massive, especially a full game down.
Just these random, almost random aggressive options by StanLoona, where like they run up grab, run up dash attack, or forward smash, and all that stuff is such good pressure because it makes Cyber have to worry about random offensive options from Zelda, in addition to this huge wall.
Yeah, it's just an endless miss. Yeah, so many mix-ups. So the endless onslaught that is Zelda, it's so difficult. And Cyber about to be in triple-digit percentage, and this is looking pretty rough.
Fire not quite going to work out, though. Gets a chance to get back with the uppy. Great delay right there, actually hanging down low enough so the knight would not be a factor in that recovery. So you have stage control. This is the point where you need a kill. You need a purple up smash right here. Or the immediate up throw on, again, we see Cyber not ready with his DI. So StanLoona takes that with quick 2-0.
Yeah, that up throw is actually very, very strong.